We're here with Dexter Mack, who is going to be a junior at Lusinger High School, one of basketball's finest, up and coming. If you ain't heard his name yet, you better stay tuned. He's coming. And alongside of him is his mom, Mercedes, who is his backbone and the strength behind him and number one supporter.
We're going to tap into Dex's basketball journey and what it's like being a AAU mom, essentially. That's what you are.
Yes.
You're an AAU mom, and that's a tough job. Most people think it's glamorous, but it's a tough job.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why don't you tell us, we know you guys come from Arkansas. For the audience, you know, you guys stream from Arkansas, you made your way down to Cali. Why don't you tell us about that journey, how that came about?
I'm originally from here. I was born here, but my roots are in Arkansas. So I actually thought it was time to come home. My mom was here, she was sick, and I also fell in love. So that was part of it. Mm-hmm. But I just picked up everything, packed it up, and moved here. We drove from Arkansas through Oklahoma, through Arizona, and then we made it here.
Wow, that's a drive.
It was a struggle. It was. Yeah. Just trying to get our, put some ground down up under us, you know, here in Cali. As we all know, the rent is extremely high. Mm-hmm. So that was the first hurdle, trying to find a place that was affordable for me, because it was just me at the point without, you know, the dads. So that was pretty much it.
And would you guys, once you left Arkansas, where'd you guys end up landing here in California?
Watts, California.
Watts, okay.
Yeah, we ended up in Watts, which was a lot different from Arkansas.
I was just gonna say, how was that different from Arkansas?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, first of all, the gangs, it's big here. The gangs are huge here. I mean, it's a whole lifestyle compared to coming from the natural state, you know, where things are a lot slower. Life is a lot slower. Everybody's parents are still involved. Where here, you know, you better not say that to my kid, you know. So it just was a game changer. The schools, putting them in school and dealing with the gang life in Watts. So that right there was the biggest adjustment, just trying to get comfortable. I don't know, but we made it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that.
Yeah. And being in a neighborhood as such, a lot of times it's hard to find opportunities to put your kids in because there's some barriers there. And absolutely. We know for Dex, basketball has been that for him.
Absolutely.
So how did basketball come about in California? It's huge in California.
Yeah, it is. Dexter has this work ethic of his own. You know, he gets up, he goes to the gym, he goes to the basketball court. It doesn't matter where we are. He'll go by himself, train by himself. And that's kind of what caught people's attention. Just him being out there early in the morning on his own, maybe about 7 in the morning. He's like, Mom, I'm going to the court. And I'm like, all right, just be safe, you know, out there and don't talk to people. So that's how people start noticing him. Just him being there by himself every day, training. Like he has that. It's like it's instilled in him. It's like he was born with it. Just, I got to get up and make it happen. So once people started noticing him, it started at, I believe it was Washington Park, Dexter? What's the name of the park?
Yeah, that's the name.
It's Washington
Park. So he would go there, and I believe Dino saw him. Am I correct, Dexter?
So Dino Smiley. Dino runs the infamous Drew League.
Right.
Yes.
So I believe Dino saw him and he was impressed. So he just had Dexter start coming to the Drew League. He didn't care. He would be sweeping the floors. It didn't matter. He just wanted to be in the action. So he started doing that. And I believe that's when it really took off. People really started to notice him, the handles, and just it was like this little guy that's just doing all these moves, the way he handled the ball. And it started right then, you know, and that's how we met you guys too. That's really, so
Yep.
I believe that's when it took off.
Yeah. Dex. So what's up? So tell us, your mom talked about this hard work, this inner drive in you that it's usually hard to find in a lot of kids to pull that out. Talk about it. Like, what's that drive in you, and how'd you end up at Washington Park and impressing Dino?
I was I think I was supposed to go with my friend to the gym, but he ended up not going. So I went up there and they had runs, but I was super small back then. But I ended up playing like just to play, and they end up like being impressed or whatever. So I ended up talking to Dino, and then he gave me a job at the Drew League, and then I think that was the same summer I met y'all at the map.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you met them at the maps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the security guards. I forget his name. But he was one of the security guards.
His name Boo. His name is Boo.
Okay.
Yeah, he came over and said he knew that we were starting the school, and he came over and said, we have someone who'd be a great fit. So we were like, okay, give his name, number, whatever. And he just pointed across the gym at you. Mm-hmm. And you were on the very back court at the map. And we just looked up one time and said, yep. Yep. That's it right there. And from then on, it was a wrap.
Yeah. I think we brought you over. We spoke to you for like 2 seconds and it was like, I need your mom's number.
I remember that.
Yeah. We were like, we need your mom's number. We need to know what's going on, where you are. They were like, yeah, he lives in Watts, but he's up at Drew League all the time working. Like, working? What do you mean working? Yeah, sweeping the floors, picking up the trash. Like, oh yeah, this is a special kid. This is a special kid. He just wants to be a part, do his part.
Absolutely.
And y'all came to the first interest meeting and you had your fresh cut. You had a little swoosh in the side of your head. You had your basketball bag and your shoes on your shoulder. Like, I'm playing today or what's up? I'm ready to go. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. Dex, tell us about the experience at Drew League. Like, what is that like? Kids would dream to just be able to pick up trash, to be in that environment. Tell us, like, what that's special.
It's like one big family for real. It's just everybody in there like basketball. They love it for real. So we all in there for the same reason. So it's just like a little bond. Everybody got in there. So when somebody big come in there, they gotta like show up.
Tell us about some of the conversations you've had or people you've met who may have inspired you or just gave you words of wisdom or whatnot.
Yeah.
Bobby, remember Bobby? You talked to Bobby a lot.
Oh, yeah. Bobby, yeah. That's your guy.
Yeah, that's my big brother for me. I worked out with him a lot of times. He gave me a lot of like advice about, because he said he was like just like me coming up and stuff. So
I can tell you, I remember Bobby was at Overright and I was at Overright as well. And we used to call him LB, the little Bobby.
Yeah.
Because he was a little dude. Yep. But you would never know it when he got on that court. It was just like you. You would never know because he was a dog. Yeah,
that's like one of my main like mentors for real. So I just try to like pick up after him for real.
Okay. All right. Mercedes. So let's talk about the hustle to make it happen. Youth sports. Right? Youth sports is quite expensive. Especially for a single mom who has multiple kids.
Absolutely.
It's very, very expensive. So we know it comes with just being on a traveling team, from gear to being able to pay his way to go to tournaments, to then you got to think about traveling, right? Traveling. So talk to us a little bit about that. How you navigate that?
Well, you know what? Hustler is definitely a true word for me because I am a jack of all trades. You name it, I do it. I clean houses, I do hair, I do makeup, I watch kids. It doesn't really matter, you know. I just try to do whatever I can to make sure he can get where he needs to go. And that was even from him going to the school with you guys, trying to figure out ways to get him there. Literally not having any gas money to get there. calling family members, whatever I had to do, I just, got down on it. And it was hard sometimes, very, very hard, trying to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that Dexter has a gift. I feel it. I've known it since I had him. Some kids you just know.
Mm-hmm.
And I always knew because he always was like a man child. So he always was. Almost like he my man or something. He trying to tell me, I'm like, hold on now. Like, you're not my daddy. Like, but yeah, just doing whatever I can, taking any type of job that I can,
right.
Putting the ego to the side, basically, and just whatever it took, toilets, cleaning toilets, it didn't matter. Just making it happen and trying to be in a better position. Now we're doing a little bit better. So I'm working and it makes it a lot easier right now.
Okay.
But basically, like I said, just hustling.
Yep, hustling. Dex, so you're very aware and you're keen. And we know you see your mama's hustle.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel knowing how much she puts out for your success?
That make me want to do my part.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always been like, I don't like being with a lot of people. I really like being by myself and with my circle. So I'm gonna just do what I do all the time. And then my mama do her part, I'm gonna do mine.
And what's your part? What's that look like?
Keeping my grades up, just staying focused.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think what's fun is that it really is kind of a mother-son journey here.
Mm-hmm.
And you may not realize it yet, but a lot of your hustle comes from your mom.
Mm-hmm.
What you do and your mindset and just how you go about your day. I know with your mom, he didn't like that. He went away. Oh, there it is. I know with your mom, there would be mornings that she would call, you trying to be at my house at 9:00, and it's 8:55, I swear. And she would call like we walking out the house to be there in 3 minutes. And I'll be like, she ain't gonna be here no 3 minutes. And next thing you know, somehow she took the sky route from Watch to my house. And y'all would come on 2 wheels around my corner here on time. So, I mean, if your mom gonna find a way for something to get done, it's gonna get done. And you pick that up from your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Even times, there was times you was a little hard-headed with it. And we're telling you like, no, Dex, that's a wall. You can't go through that one. And next thing you know, you found a way to the other side. So I think that's what makes your relationship special and fun is that you really complement each other a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But,
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, that's your little mini me. For sure.
It is. It's always been me and Dex. He's the first kid, he's a twin.
Mm-hmm.
And twin, I couldn't hold her for like 2 weeks because they were like 2-pound babies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always been me and Dex. I was holding him tighter for Brooklyn. And even when he was little, I used to be like, Dex, you want to go with your dad? He's like, no, I'm staying with my mama. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna make him go. So
he said what he said.
Yep. So I'm proud of him. I can't even. I'm just so proud of him, and I'm just so proud of. I don't really have to tell him to do his schoolwork. I don't really have to tell him to do that much. Sometimes I have to tweak it, but not much. It's in him, not much, and I'm just feeling grateful that God blessed me with that. I mean, he is gonna be like he is absolutely what I wanted in my first child. So
that's a blessing.
He's living up to that.
Yeah, that's a blessing. So Dex, what's your goal with basketball?
I want to be a pro. I want to play in college. That's pretty much it.
Does it matter like the league overseas where you just trying to get paid for what you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it. Love that. And Mercedes, what about you? If you putting all this work and effort in, and when you lay down at night, you think about, man, I'm putting this effort in. I want Dexter to be what?
I think it's more important for me. I would like for him to go to the league, but I think it's more important for me for him to have his education on point.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost. I mean, I would love for him to go to the league. Second, second to him being right in school, because anything can happen. He could get hurt, God forbid it. but I just don't want him to struggle. I don't want him to have to do what I did, like picking up hustles and jobs. And, those jobs, they'll work you to death, and I don't want them. I want him to be secure, financially secure, and just secure. And there's a lot of mental strife with going through dead-end jobs and stuff like that. I do not want that for him at all. So first and foremost, I want him to have his education. And then the league, I'm all for it. Of course, I want to be fly at the league. I'm trying to be up there like,
Hello.
So, but yes, I want him to have his education on point.
And what's your goal for your mom, Dex?
My goal for my mom, I just want to put us like in a better situation. I mean, it's not really like a goal for her. It's just make sure we straight.
Got you.
Yep.
Got you.
And that's something that stays on your mind as you go through your journey. It's like your motivation.
Yeah. I mean, when I play basketball, I don't really play for people. I don't play for nobody. I just play because I love the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's like, I don't want that to like be a problem. But that's not like, family struggling. I don't want that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But that's not.
You do
really
have a goal.
Yeah.
You do have a goal. Like, it's not as specific. Like some people say, I want to make it to buy a house for my mama or something like that. It's not specific yet, but you do have a goal. Your goal is I want to make it and I want my family to make it. And I want my mama to make it. I want her to be comfortable. I want her to know we made it as a unit. Because you said you keep your circle close. And you're right, you should. So you do have a goal. And when you're playing, that should be in the back of your mind, right? Like I'm playing because this is where I'm at and this is where I'm trying to go. And this is what the game can do for me and for my family and for my mama. So you're on the right path.
Yep. It's that mindset that we always talk about. You have it. You have it, which is going to take you further. Like we say, your time is coming. Everyone's path is different. Some get it a little earlier and some get it later.
Yeah, I don't even trip off of it.
Yeah.
I'm just happy for him.
Yep. And that's it. Be happy for him and just stay focused on your path and keep putting the work in. Yep. Now it's time to unlace you. So we're unlacing you, Mercedes.
Okay.
As the mom. Okay.
So you, Mercedes, when we think of your journey and your hustle and the kind of woman that you have to be to provide for, not just your family, but for yourself as well. The shoe that represents your journey to us is one of the hottest shoes out right now. It's the Jordan 6 Travis Scott British khaki. And we chose this shoe.
Fun.
Yep. We chose this shoe because the cargo pocket there on the top can be good for, carrying a little extra, a little extra with you and still having some style and ease. And the bottom, the sole, it glows. It's a glow up sole. So that represents for both of y'all that your biggest glow up is still to come. Every step you take is a part of your journey and it's going to represent your glow up. So that's y'all shoe that represents both of y'all and represents you, Mercedes, as just the leader of the pack and the one who's putting the heaviest load on the shoulders. So
I love it.
Isn't that cute?
Oh, so sweet.
We thought that was perfect.
Emotional. I'll see y'all.
All right, so Mercedes,
yes,
for a mom that has a 9-year-old that's interested in basketball, right? And she's a single mom and she has other kids and she's just trying to find her way day to day. But she has this son or daughter that loves basketball. What are some words of advice you can give her?
I think that trying to find people that genuinely care is important. Someone that is not looking for, you have to really use your intuition, especially with kids with gifts. Because people will try to take your kids from you, change their mind up, all kinds of things. I think it's so important to find the right people and actually trust yourself, trust your intuition and know like, hey, that don't seem right and go on it, actually go on it. And once you find the people that really care, like stick to that, commune with them, talk with them. Don't be too scared to ask questions.
Very,
Right.
that's important.
You know,
Yes.
if you don't know, ask. You know, that's
Absolutely.
important. Like asking, because if you don't know and you just thinking on stuff, you don't know, you need to open your mouth. And I
Mhm.
think that was a big thing for me. I wasn't scared to ask questions.
Mhm.
I wasn't scared to say, hey, what's up with this? You know, and you know, trusting the people that I'm allowing in the circle. And just stay strong, man. Keep your head up and love on the kids.
Hello.
So, you know, that's the biggest thing I would say. Just stay strong. Don't be afraid to ask questions and love on your kids and keep your kids close.
Yes. Yes. Yep. And Dexter, what about you? For a youngin trying to get into the game in California where it's highly competitive, right?
Yeah. I would say like stay at your own pace. Don't worry about other people. Because you can get discouraged like seeing other people like get whatever they doing and they moving faster than you. So yeah, I would just say like just worry about yourself, focus on yourself, stay at your own pace, and you'll get it.
And I have another question for you, Dexter, because you blew up pretty fast in middle school. We had the fillet video. Was that his name? Right?
Yeah.
It went viral. Everybody hit you up. I mean, Drake. Didn't Drake hit you up?
Yeah.
Right. So how, and I hear that you say keep your circle small. How you keep your circle small? Like how does a teenager do that in this social media world?
It's hard. It's hard for real, like, cause a lot of new people trying to talk to you and stuff. It's probably cause I'm not from California, so it's not as many people. I don't know many people like that, so.
Well, that helps.
Yeah, it wasn't like no natural thing to just let me figure out who this is. It's really just been like just me and my people for real. So I've never really been the type to just associate with a lot of people.
That's that Arkansas in you.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel to know that, I mean, there's truly, I mean, a handful of kids who are coming up who, if you ask them right now, like, who's your hero? They would say Dexter Mack. How does that make you feel just to know that you truly are, you know, just now in this town, a hero, and you are inspiring a lot of kids behind you?
That's big. That's really like the main thing. It's just like, how can I say it? To do that, like, it's like, it make you feel proud of yourself. You just got to keep working for it. So you can't like get too big headed. I noticed that. There's a lot of people that doing the same thing. Yeah.
You know, pressure to do the right thing and stay on the right track, huh?
Yeah. It's hard sometimes.
Yep.
It is. It's hard, and especially with social media, we didn't have to deal with that.
Social media
growing up, and so the pressure, it's magnified 100 times. And it's visible to everyone, the entire world.
Anybody who want to see it.
Right? you have instant access to anyone.
And I think that's social media is a crazy. I remember you and I, Mercedes, we had when Dex went viral, and you hit me saying, you know, somebody saying something about Dex. So I'm gonna hit him real quick. And I had to help you, like Mercedes, you're gonna have a whole lot of mamas saying a lot of something about your son. We don't gotta respond to every single one. So how did you navigate your son blowing up on social media and having to kind of turn your head to some of the things?
I don't really always turn my head. Sometimes I've been there like, yeah, his mom is here.
Hello, okay.
So that is extremely hard because, you know, we want to take care of our kids. So it's like, ooh, did he just say something to my kid? So what I choose to do is to defend him, but very intelligently. You can say things and you can hit hard without being disrespectful, or I just let them know, like, hey, you know, that's not nice. That's not cool. You know,
you don't curse without cursing.
Yeah, you can curse without cursing. So but I don't always turn my head. I do not. That's for all of you. If you want to
Mhm.
say something to my baby,
Mhm.
I do not always turn my head. He has a mama bear right here. Okay. So I just try to do it intelligently. I just try to speak thoroughly and go straight to the point and get my point across.
Yep.
Because I really don't care for it, but it is life. You know, you're not doing nothing if they're not talking about you. So
All
I
right.
understand that too.
Mhm.
That's for sure. That is for sure.
Mhm.
Mama Bear right here, y'all. She
For
said
real.
it.
She had a whole list ready that day. I pulled up and she said, "Tell me about bucket 7293." I cursed his mom out a little bit.
I was just fun.
Absolutely. I'm still like that at the games. I will purposely sit on the other side just so I can sit there and be like, no, we're not doing that.
Not mine.
Need some
Like-
mamas in the back a little bit.
And I'll be on that side clapping for Dexter, like, yeah, that's my son. Yeah, they be looking at me like, why is she sitting over here? I'm like, because I can. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh my goodness. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Uh-oh, we lost X.
That was way too much for Dexter.
Uh-oh. All right, Mercedes. So where can the people find you? If they want hair hookup, nail hookup.
Well, you know, you can hit me up on Instagram.
Yeah, put it out there. Shameless, no shameless plug here.
It's God Queen. I'm in Raw. So it's GODKUEENAMUNRA.
All right.
On Instagram, you can hit me up. I do makeup, I do hair. I'm a hustler.
Love it. I love it. She's good, y'all. So hit her up.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
All right, Mercedes. Well, we have to thank you for hopping on and
Thank
telling us
you.
about you and Dex. Dex
Pleasure.
fell off here, but we love you too, Dex. And
Yes, I love you guys.
yes, yes.
That was so fun, you guys. Dang.
We'll talk to you again.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Mercedes.